Da 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 da. Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford. He's reprising his role to do number 5, and it just started filming half a week ago as of recording this video. I've got my box set here. I've even got my hat, and my hat, which this is the hat I used in my English travel vlogs with my mum all those years ago, and the hat's just been sitting squashed on top of some cabinet in my house, and it looks like this right now. It doesn't look like it used to, and hey, don't we all, unfortunately. But yes, we're talking about Harrison Ford reprising his role in Indiana Jones 5. Now this is going to be a quick little thing showing some articles. We're not going to do a lot of reading in this one because, you know, we're just going to show you some photos. I think we'll keep it happy. Guys, my name's Gareth Walton. We do daily videos on this channel, in the studio, channel 2. And of course, we also have channel 1, where we do travel vlogs every now and then. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at TallBoyGareth. Okay, let's get straight into it. So, Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford. There he is, where he's on set right now, quite literally, as of a couple of days ago, and it looks like Kathleen Kennedy. You Star Wars people are either going to love or absolutely hate her. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. So this is him on set. Now, there's also something I also wanted to briefly talk about. Do you remember when... Do you remember ever watching this movie, Temple of Doom? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom has long been considered the franchise's darkest installment, and it's all thanks to what was happening off camera. An absolute great movie, one of my all-time favorite movies ever, along with Terminator 2, and it's by far my favorite Indiana Jones movie. But George Lucas right there, and there's, what's his face? What is his freaking name? George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, I should say. And wasn't that the girl from Indiana Jones? I can't quite remember now. But Steven Spielberg, ended up marrying this girl from the Temple of Doom. That's her that... Hang on. Oh, there we go. That's her. Willie. Wasn't her name Willie? And that's a little short round. If you've not seen this movie, best movie ever. One of the best movies ever. But Steven Spielberg absolutely hated making this movie. In fact, he just did not like... he just didn't like the story. He didn't like it. It's his least favorite Indiana Jones film, and it's, in my opinion, it's the most amazing Indiana Jones film ever made. So there you go. That's what I think, Steven Spielberg. What do you know? What do you know, huh? Nothing. It's a great movie. Now going back, I'm acting like a weirdo, guys. So going back to what we're talking about, we're not going to do a lot of reading, like I said, but you know, these articles are getting released almost daily now. Probably pretty much are, actually. Every day, like 5 articles come out regarding this topic. Because they only just started filming in England, right? So here's some of the photos. Who's that, by the way? Hang on, let's go back to that. Who is that? Harrison Ford, right? When did he lose 40 years off his face? Well, anyway, here is one of the cast members holding a mask. All right, it's Jim Carrey. It's the mask, everybody. It's not, but... So the stunt rider, a stunt motorbike man on a stunt bike, whatever you want to call it, okay? He's wearing this mask. But look at the mask. The mask is not of, 80-year-old Harrison Ford, because when this movie gets released, he'll be 80 years old. So what is he now? What, 78, 79, something like that? Going back to the mask, it's clearly showing a young Indiana Jones, a young Harrison Ford. So the question is there going to be some sort of time travel in this movie where he goes back in time and sees himself on a motorbike? Because Indiana Jones at the Last Crusade, he was on a motorbike. He might have been on a motorbike in other movies as well. I can't quite remember now. But the one with his father, Indiana Jones and his father, the actor who's now passed away. Hang on. What's his name? What's his freaking name? Him. Sean Connery. He was definitely on a motorbike in that movie. And regarding going back in time, there they are there. Regarding going back in time, check out some of the set photos. Now, we're going back in time towards the Nazis once again, which is strange, because if you're an Indiana Jones fan, you would know that every movie that comes after is set years after the next one. So Indiana Jones, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that was set in 1957, I should say. So, this new movie should be 1967, 1970? So then why is there a stunt guy with a younger Harrison Ford mask on? And why are there photos of Nazi stuff? Now take a look at this. There's a steam train here, which I'll show you in greater detail in a minute, with Nazi, memorabilia, Nazi wording and pictures on it. So look at these. Look at the cars. These cars weren't around in 1957, 67 kind of thing. Maybe 1957 they were. I don't know. 57s they were. Maybe not 67. So the Nazis certainly weren't around then. Look, I'm not a freaking historian, but I don't think they were. Okay, Google it. Check out this photo right here. Truly incredible. Look at this. This is getting shot in England right now, by the way. My bird, Rosie Chicken, is... Rosie Chicken? You guys probably can't see him, but he's in the cage talking to himself. So going back to the movie, look, they've got motorbikes. They've got a rainy, cold night by the looks of it, and a steam train with Nazi memorabilia on it. So, these are the older films. These are the older Indiana Jones ones. Of course, you've got Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It was an okay movie, but it's widely considered the least loved. I guess it's the newest one. Remember that whole nuclear bomb, atomic bomb that blew up Indiana Jones in the town, and then he got into the refrigerator, and the refrigerator went flying. It's a great scene, but it's also a CG-a-thon scene. Do you know what I mean? There's too much CG in there, computer generated. I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship. I quite like that movie, but what was it called again? The Temple of Doom. 100% my favorite, that one. Even though Steven Spielberg does not like it, like we said. But look, going to number 5. This is the cast and crew. It's basically an untitled movie right now at the moment. Untitled Indiana Jones project. Full cast and crew. So there's Mads Mikkelsen. How do you pronounce this guy's name?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. You guys remember him, right? He's been in James Bond and Star Wars. Was it Rogue One? Pretty sure. He was in Casino Royale. James Bond. That was the first Daniel Craig movie. So, some good actors. Some good actors, yes. But the thing that's really worrying me is that Steven Spielberg will not be directing it. All right? You've got another director. I'm not even going to show you who he is. I can't be bothered. Should I show you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Who is it? Who is directing this movie? Where's the director? For some reason, IMDb is not showing the director. I should have just listened to myself at first. There we go. James Mangold. Who is he? That's who he is. Alright, well there you go. So that's the movies he's done. Logan, Walk the Line. I wouldn't have thought he'd be doing an Indiana Jones movie, but apparently he is. Alright. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below which one of these movies was your favorite movie. Do you have the box set? I really need to touch up and get the 4K Blu-ray box set. I'd really like to get that, even though I don't really watch Blu-rays anymore. Just because I want it in my house, just sitting up and listen to myself. Listen to myself. Why would I even need it? I don't know. Did you guys like this film? What do you think they're going to be doing with Indiana Jones? Is it going to be, time travel? I think it's potentially cool if they do, because Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Kingdom of the Crystal, I can't even speak right now. The last Indiana Jones movie we've all watched, it was based on aliens. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. All right? Anything's possible. Anything is possible. Guys, we are on 2 different YouTube channels. Channel 2, that's a blank screen. And channel 1, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. You guys know the drill. We'll make some more videos about this in the future. Give us a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys.